Is it Aarti?
Yes, sir.
Namaskar.
Namaste, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
I guess you attended last session or not?
सर एक्चुअली कल मैंने ज्वाइन किया था बट कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गई थी मेरे हस्बैंड का फोन स्नैच हो गया था तो सर पुलिस स्टेशन जाना था वो सब तो इस वजह से मैं फिर नहीं क्लासेस कर पाई
Ayo. Okay. Great. So,
बट मैंने वीडियोस देखी सर आपने जो भी एनालिसिस की थी तो
hmm,
आज मैं ऑफिस में बैठी थी तो मैंने वीडियोस देखी 70% देख पाई बाकी नहीं देख पाई
good, good. Thank you, thank you.
Sir, I really want to ask a question. It's silly of me, but if you just answer it, I will be happy. Sir, what are your experience when you were uh, preparing for UPSC and how did you?
That's a good question, in fact. So, I gave my interview in my last attempt. So, then I gave two mains and two prelims. In the initial days, I haven't cleared prelims. You should remember that I haven't taken any coaching, completely self preparation. And then I decided that somewhat I can become. I mean, if I assess my skills, I'm a good teacher than a great administrator. I decided that. So then I decided to teach, become a teacher. Then I became initiated classes. I got good response throughout the Andhra and the South region. Then it started. Now I'm happy that I'm teaching to the students. I'm training them in a better manner. And what I can tell you is, in my experience, why I missed the attempt, I can tell you that uh, two reasons played in my impact. One is uh, answer writing practice. I doesn't give good importance when I clear mains first time. Second time, I got very less score in optional in paper one. Paper two, IR is I'm rocking. And when I went to interview, at that time also I got less score in mains. That's the reason I will tell the students answer writing is oxygen for your preparation. But there is a certain misguidance from the aspirants. They will say from the day one itself we will start answer writing. Or else before buying UPSC standard books, we should buy answer writing books and we should read. No, no. Completely bakwas. Very, very unfortunate thing. It is truly, truly, it is misguidance. You should have command over concepts and you should know how to write the answers. That is what I can tell you. So that is my experience. Now it's almost 8 years in teaching, and good ranks. I produced good ranks, and I had good SSC students, SSC CGL exams, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission exams. Good number of students, and this year almost 16 students writing mains of UPSC within 5 days. And last year in test series, I helped Pawan Datta, AR 22nd rank, and he himself created me. The Kalyan sir helped me in answer writing like that. So a person who was unable to clear because of answer writing now became the guidance for my answer writing. An interesting development because I learned where I missed, where I felt, where I missed the element. But when I learned it, I'm unable to get the opportunity. Okay, so it's a life. Sometimes it won't give many things which I expect. It will give the things which we can't accept. Clear, Pianshu?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, sir. I have a doubt, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah. Please.
Sir, I tried sending a handwritten answer to you today, sir.
Huh.
Sir, today your email Kalyan sir corrections, but my mailbox returned error that the email address is not correct. Maybe there was some reading mistake on my part, sir.
Now there is no yes is there. I have to correct that. In fact,
Sir,
KALYAN.
yes, sir. SIR
Yes.
corrections CORRECTIONS.
Yes is not there. Okay.
Okay, S is not it.
Okay.
Okay.
How to pronounce your name?
So Shrinjak.
Srinjay.
Yes.
Fine. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Srinjay. Yeah.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Shall we start, brothers and sisters, or else shall I have to wait?
Yes, sir.
Shall we start? I guess. Okay, we can start. I guess. Just a second.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Yes, Aarti.
सर कल टाइटेनियम वाला क्वेश्चन पे डिस्कशन हो गया था क्या? जो एक यूपीएससी में टाइटेनियम का और पूछा था ना, वो क्या हो गया है वो डिस्कशन?
Can you repeat the question again? I'm sorry, just a second. I'm doing some other things. Yeah, please.
सर वो टाइटेनियम का और पूछा था ना कि एक एक ऑप्शन था कि वो किसका और है, तो वो टाइटेनियम उसका आंसर होता, बॉक्साइट था और टाइटेनियम। हाँ, तो वो डिस्कस हो गया है क्या सर?
इसका?
क्या डिस्कशन हो गया है उस क्वेश्चन पे?
No. I haven't discussed.
ओके।
Yeah.
एक्चुअली मैं कल नोट्स परसों नोट्स बना रही थी, तो यूक्रेन के बारे में मैं पढ़ रही थी, तो सर उसमें मुझे वो मिल गया था कि वो क्वेश्चन कहाँ से आ सकता है। रिसोर्सेज एंड पावर में पढ़ रही थी यूक्रेन की, तो
I will give you that. I will give you that. Okay. I'm sorry. I guess I was disconnected. Sorry for it. Am I clear now? Is my voice is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. So this particular topic we never imagined. In fact, police was in news, CAPF is in news, but home guards is not in news in the national media or even in the other media also. So that's the point of time. Home guards question was asked. So now this question, which was framed here, home guards comes under which rules, and home guards serves under auxiliary force, and BSF used the home guards wing to the states and everything. This is the particular point which you can have. There is no traditional source covering this particular aspect. In the sense, as of today, no UPSC book published regarding home guards. I think some book I come to know on Delhi material is there. They mentioned about home guards, but not this much of information is mentioned there. Understood? So I can tell you that for this kind of questions, we cannot assume that things will from the things. However, 2 months back, if I'm not wrong, I think 2 months back or something like that, Chhattisgarh government created one committee, Gautam committee on the home guards. Maybe that is one inspiration we can say. But apart from that, governments try to give some kind of importance to the home guards. But still, I want to confirm to you, my dear friends, no traditional source can claim this question. I'm sure about it. So what you have to prepare it. If something is in news regarding police department, you just have an idea. At least just have an idea and try to work out on the you know uh, basic information when it was established. So home guards, with respect to home guards, in 1946 it was established. Okay, so this is the only information we can find it in the internet also. I mean, when it is established, what is the age of people in the home guards. This you can get it from the internet, but we cannot get such detailed information here. So we'll wait for the UPSC answer key. But some are saying that Googling each and every statement, they found answers also. But I'm not going to give any answer until UPSC give the official key. Further, this question is governance part. See, in civil service examination, we read only polity, but this time they gave almost governance part also. Okay, so in governance part they gave 3 different acts. You see, the 3 different act, and every act is Evidence Act was in news last 2 years back. Not one now. 2 years back, it was in news. One judge asked one rape accused person. One judge in Supreme Court asked rape accused person, "Will you marry her?" Okay, because the case context was the person who raped the girl. He promised her that he will marry. On that aspect, he when it was when she is not accepting her marriage, he went for the raping and everything. It was happened. Judge asked the cross interrogation, "Will you marry her?" Newspaper people wrote only that statement. How bad it is. Supreme Court judge asked a rape accused, "Will you marry her?" Like that they wrote. At that time, Evidence Act is in news, but they asked the question this time. Official Secrets Act is not such in famous news. Arms Act is also in news because it was amended in 2019, almost 3 years back. Now, this is also again the newspaper is the key. In fact, we expected question in the format of Places of Worship Act or Special Marriage Act because these two acts is in news from last 3 years. Special Marriage Act because of LGBT rights. Places of Worship Act because of Jnanavapi Masjid. But interestingly, UPSC went to a next level that Indians, people doesn't give focus about these acts. So there are some books, important acts of last 50 years, or else important acts of Government of India. Okay, don't buy those books. You should have command over those acts which are in news from last 1.5 year or even 2 years. For that, you have to work out on the previous year's news magazines. The UPSC magazine, that is enough. For present onwards, that is from today onwards, read the newspaper. If any act is in news, if any act is controversial things, you can expect a question. Similarly, flag code, it was amended for the Azad Ka Amrit Mahotsav issue. At that time, it became an act of debate in India. So we have Flag Code of India 2002, and that was in news, and question was framed on it. So if the major things are is in news, you should give attention to the roots of the act also. Roots of the acts also, you should remember it and you should focus it. So this is one more area which you have to focus. That is in newspaper, in current issues, or in your state level, if any particular act of the central government creating conflicts, you have to focus on the act, at least the basic stuff, the core of the act. The core of the act, we should have an idea. Understood, my dear friends? So this is what I can tell you with respect to preparation strategy for the acts which are in news, which comes under the governance, and do remember that. Okay. Now, this question you can see one of the easiest question, but it make difficulty in question framing itself. Easiest why? Because the places are in news. Difficult why? Because these places are not in the same locations. For those people who are thinking about how these places are in news, and for that I can tell you, these places are in news not only because of not only because last 1 year, they were in news from last 2 through 3 years. In fact, they are in news last because of several years also. I will tell you one by one, try to understand. This region is in news. This region is in news from last 3 years, in fact. This is the only key to solve this question. Nagarno Kornbach region is the thing which was in news from last few years. Okay. Now, Kherson is in news also after Afghanistan. The name. The bomb was blasted in Kherson. You have a new ISIS called as Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, Khorasan. So they are the news. So it was in Afghanistan. It was in Armenia and Azerbaijan. And North Kivu is in Rwanda and Uganda regions. Okay. But question was completely complex. If you know only this one, you will say one is wrong. Okay, one is wrong, it is okay, all are not correct. But this is also not correct, this is also not correct. So none is the answer here. I'm just telling because IR is my subject, so I'm just telling here. But what I can tell you is from today onwards, whatever place which is in news, okay, place in the sense not country, my dear friends, the names of the places. For example, today, if you ask me today, as of today, which places are in news? As of today, right now, which places are in news? Can you tell me, sir? Okay. So I will tell you, in China, there is a place called as Najiaing. Najiaing. Why it is in, sir? Yesterday, Global Times, China paper published that here Muslim Chinese are protesting against masjid in this region. Okay. So China again, one more place is called as Xinjiang, in which Chinese conducting massive sterilization program against the Muslims, Xinjiang Muslims. Xinjiang Muslims. Okay, that is one thing. My dear friends, Sudan is in news as of today. Okay, Sudan is in news as of today, and the place which is in Sudan is in news is Khartoum. Khartoum is in news because of conflicts. So, in a prelims, in your notes, I mean, in your current affairs notes, allocate a page. So, for example, let us say this is month of May. Okay, let us say this is month of May. So, what you can do in the month of May, you just keep some pages here. Okay, in the month of May, you just keep here some pages and work out on it. So, what exactly? So, in the month of May, let us say May is over, no, June is there. So, June, you just keep some pages. So, here, June, how you have to, in GS1, what are the topics are in news? 2-3 pages can be given. Next, GS2, 2-3 pages can be given. Then GS3 can 2-3 pages can be given. For example, let me give you my own making of notes so that you will have an idea. Okay. So you see here, coming to the point here. Okay. See, May current issues. See here. These are the May current issues. No. So this is the May current issues notes. So this is May current issues notes. You see, this is GS1, GS2. Nothing is there. The only topic is Assam journals help to promote literature and everything. Where I can use this? I will use this in writing benefits of digitalization. Let us say there is an essay. Essay says that digitalization is the next generation. So I can use that is digitalization can help to protect the oldest literature. Example, Assam. Next, WhatsApp groups are helping people to learn Rohingya language to help the refugees. Then, let us say this topic is so Vinayak Damodar Savarkar is in news. Write notes about it. Places in Turkey recently had elections, so you should remember that. And then Uganda banned the LGBT marriages. Whoever committing LGBT relations, they will get death punishment. And CAG Girish Chandra Murmu, I will discuss tomorrow. In the next classes. But see, this is how you have to maintain the notes. In science, there is overturning circulation. What is overturning circulation? So in the month of May, you will keep this done. So like this, you have to write in a separate book. I used to write in the book itself in the beginning days. Now I became doing overaction here. But the thing is, how to write in the book, keep it with you. Try to revise them every day. So this is how I can tell you. So for IR point of view, make sure you should watch, you should have attention towards the newspaper very clearly. Okay, you should do it particularly. Am I clear, my friends, in this point of IR point of view?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So that is I can
Yes.
tell you that you can do in this manner, you can get benefits of it. Further, you can see the next question. Again, IR question. Again, IR question is there. Again, it is also a problematic question. Why it is problematic question? Because The question is asking about some typical area, because the question is asking about how your skills are there in this aspect. In the sense, how you can remember many events. You see here, Israel, Arabs are there, and Israel Peace Initiative is also there. Okay, Israel has established relations with some Arab nations. It is correct. It is relations with UAE. Okay, further, this was mediated by Saudi Arabia, no, mediated by USA. This was happened, my dear friends, in 2020. Okay, there is called as Abrahamic Accords. Abrahamic Accords. With this only they got this. But still question asked in a different format. Very deep question. Why it is in news? Why 2022 article is in news? Because we have I2U2 summit. Online summit happened. I2U2, we discussed this I2U2, but the question was asked in a different format. See, paper is difficult, absolutely correct. I'm not denying it. But difficult in the sense that questions were asked in a different manner. Options were completely different. The way of the pattern of questioning is completely changed. It is not about the content. Content is more or less same, but the questioning is completely changed. Okay. Now this question is also again interesting. In 2010 or around that time, they asked a question about Saraswati Samman, and they asked a question about Jnanpith Awards. But this time they gave importance to entire sports. So this is again interesting questioning area where 2020 onwards UPSC is starting to ask questions about sports. Previously, we don't have such type of questions. This time even chess was even asked, I guess. Yeah, chess is also there. Very difficult one. So difficult in the sense the people who are preparing for UPSC, they don't give focus toward the sports. Because in a year, throughout the year, current affairs, they will read 1.5 year, 1 year, sometimes 1 year, 7 months, 1 year, 8 months, current affairs, they will read. So many sports events will happen. They won't remember. So don't try to just learn it as a hobby, but don't try to focus in a serious manner. That is my serious advice. Okay. That is my serious advice regarding this. Sports, give an attention, but don't give serious attention to it, because if you give more attention toward the sports, it will take away the time of remaining things. Again, IR question here. So they are asking about Donbass region, which is in Ukraine. Okay. Kanchan, I'm not sure about it. Tigray is in Ethiopia. Okay. So this we can tell you that again a question which comes from the places. A question which comes from the places itself. Okay. So Kanchan is in news because of Myanmar issue. Because of Myanmar issue, it was in news. Okay. But now the question was asked in different manner. That's the story ends there. So again, I'm going to tell you, you have to prepare in a structurized manner for places in news and the events in news. Chad, Guinea, Mali, South Sudan. These regions, there is an editorial in Hindu. Hindu editorial spoke in a single statement that rise of insurgency in these regions going to create a problem. Plus, today they are having repeated coups in the region. Hindu editorial was given. Entire Hindu editorial, they summarized it in one question. Successful coups. Thus, end the question. So, the syllabus is very clear. In prelims paper 1, the syllabus, the syllabus is important international events. Important international events. It doesn't mean that you should read everything. For example, North Korean Kim president, he will eat a breakfast. He will eat breakfast in the morning. Let us say he will eat pigs. That is not important international event. Let us say Chinese president ate monkey. Not an important event for us. Important event means they should impact the global politics with some things. So that is what I can tell you with respect to that. So this question I will explain in the coming days also. in the green hydrogen policy of the Ministry of Renewable and New Energy, New and Renewable Energy gave this industries, how industries can be benefited from the decarbonization of the green hydrogen. So from that, the question was asked. This was important, in fact, a deep question, because steel, oil refineries, they can go, but fertilizers, again, there is a doubt. In the sense, difficult to find it. If you are thorough with that topic only, you can find it. That is one thing I can tell you with this question. Again, green hydrogen is in news because 17,000 crores UPS government was given to this project. Green hydrogen is repeatedly is in news. So we haven't discussed about its impact. So that's the reason question was, that's the reason very difficult to answer this question. So what I can tell you from last 10 questions, I can tell you, it is not about the coaching material or class notes. It is the reading capabilities of the student which is defining the success today. Understood? You can ask me why such toughness is increasing. Why such toughness is increasing? Why such difficulty is increasing? Why such toughness is increasing? Why such difficulties are increasing? Simply because availability of information is more. Availability of information is more, so critical thinking is need of the hour. Previously, check out the UPSC paper in 2004. The questions are, between which two planets you have, asteroids. Then we have the question of what is this article, what is communal award. So this is how the questions were framed. But now UPSC is focusing about critical thinking, how a person is thinking because of new challenges. So that's the reason they are going beyond the limitations of the newspaper, and they are going beyond the limitations. This is giving challenges to the teachers also. Teachers nowadays are suffering. UPSC teachers, particularly those who are dealing with the dynamic topics. People like me, let us take an example. Now, after seeing prelims, I decided particularly I should not stick to one or two newspapers. Usually I don't stick to one or two newspapers. So if you watch, for example, my video on Kerala stories, which was recently uploaded in your YouTube channel, Kerala stories, I explained from the almost last 10 to 15 years cases. So because I read in different articles, I collected the notes and I make a video on it. So, but still, this prelims paper gave me a challenge. That is, we should go beyond the thinking of the UPSC, and we will, because we generally, how we will teach, you see, someone who attended my class, they know. I will teach complete background, then I will teach the present issue, I will frame some basic question. A basic question I will frame. This is how I will teach. But now, the people who are teaching current affairs, supposed to focus about the multi-dimensions about the topic. Okay, so that even a student should develop while preparing for the UPSC examination, even for the prelim stage itself. So those who are preparing from the graduate level, you should develop this element in your preparation. That is, when you are reading a topic, you should not restrict to the book. Doesn't mean that you should buy 10 number of books. No, you should read the topic, you should learn the main aspects, and then you should expand the knowledge by discussion with your seniors or some of your friends. Then only we can expand the critical thinking process of the a student or someone else. So this is how I can tell you. Then you can see Alexandria, and this question is also I'm sure about it. Very difficult to answer this question. Very difficult to answer this question, except you have some abilities to think. Okay, but what is important is this topic was in news, because of Tamil Nadu. This topic was covered in Times of India. Times of India. Okay, this person, only this person, that is Alexander Ria, name was mentioned as an archaeologist at Adichanallur in Tamil Nadu. But that was happened in regional paper. Times of India in edition of local Chennai, Tamil Nadu state level news, they mentioned it. Okay, so this is what I can tell you. Again, what I can tell you with respect to a thing, but traditional books never covered this. Or you are R. Sharma, or Poonam Dahal, or you can say whoever it can be. Bipin Chandra is almost completely set about these topics, I know. So, not covered in this. So, this is also a new area of domain. New area of domain. Yes, Joey, you were about to say something.
Yes, sir. Sir, how will be the cutout?
Wait for result. Okay, so that I can tell you. In the sense, I am not an astrologer, but it will be less than the previous year. Previous year it is 88, but it will be less than that. But don't expect 60, 70. Maybe it will be around 75 to 80.
Okay, sir.
If you have reservation below 70 also, you can think about it.
No, sir. We are Brahmins.
Okay, not a problem. Okay. Shalo, then this is next G20. Of course, someone who is reading newspaper, they can expect the question in G20 also. Then these caves, this was a previous year question. Okay, this was a previous year question, and the other area is which are not mentioned in the previous year also. So Bhaja caves, Buddhist shrines. Bhaja caves, Buddhist shrines, which is also in famous caves in India. Someone can work out on it. And then we have the Besinagar caves. Again, Besinagar caves comes with the Shaiva caves itself. Sorry, yeah, mostly Shaiva caves itself. So this is how it is again. So again, caves is in news, but this is a tough question to some extent because they attach different caves in one question. So those who prepared famous caves in India, as we prepare for famous forts in India, famous festivals in India, famous dance forms in India, famous puppetry in India. Nitin Singhania, they gave a chapters on this. So those prepared in that manner, they can write easily. They can handle this question, or others they cannot handle. I mean, difficulties faced. These 2 points are, in fact, in 2018, I guess, after BJP government only we have no handloom day. Before that, there is no handloom day. In fact, so first handloom day, which was celebrated in the year 2015, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 2015 they celebrated this on August 17. So it was to mark the same 1905 reason is also correct. So this is again a question which is not covered in the books unless and until if you are focusing about the days. In the sense, other exams, in the sense, other exams in the sense, UPS, non-UPSC exams will ask particular questions like when it will be. For example, when we will have Rose Day, sorry, when we will have Wetlands Day, when we will have Cancer Day. Today is tobacco and against tobacco day. So like that, we should have other exams. But UPSC asked the depth of the story. So this is again one interesting thing. Flag code, you can see here. Then we have a constitutional day issue from the polity point of view. And this is again a question which is non-conventional question. Non-conventional question means Switzerland gold reserves. Switzerland gold reserves. Again, a question which is very non-conventional. Very non-conventional one. So, which is again a difficult thing to answer. Difficult thing to answer. So, but I'm not sure about this. How this question is framed also, I'm not sure about it. So, second thing, again, we have foreign affairs question. Then questions from the economy point of view. You see here, production linked incentives. So, this was a question framed from the different aspect. Okay, then we have growth stability report. Again, IR question. That's a difficult question. So you can see here, questions were difficult. So here it is the question from the Ukraine point of view. Then we have question from the geography. Again geography. Again geography. So questions were asked about earthquake here, but in a different manner. Earthquake question is easiest question in fact. So then we have again seawater. So again asking none. Extreme questions. Aerial management, sorry, aerial metagenomics. This is very interesting. Okay. So because there was an article in Hindu Science, which I even focus doesn't focus on the article. I read the article, in fact, my dear friends. I read the articles. I read the article. I haven't prepared notes because it was waste article, I think. Not now, my dear friends. Not now. The article was came in 2021. Okay. I proudly I can tell you that again in Indonesia they followed this Albachia model to counter the to counter the insects, particularly bacteria and mosquitoes. This is the thing. 2021 it was in news, my dear friends. Okay. In fact, Hindu paper wrote this in 2021, Indonesia. You can check out the Hindu Valbocha method. Just type it, you will get the article. I'm sure about it because I read the article. But still, I haven't thought at that time. 2022 now we cannot teach now. So this is again a question which is interesting. Then microsatellite DNA. Now this is a very interesting question. Microsatellite DNA also is in news. Also is in news, but in the month of January it is in news. In the month of January it is in news, but not a national issue or something other issue. Okay, not at all a national issue. Okay, not at all a national issue, and no one had the idea about this topic. So only again, again, Hindu paper wrote some kind of articles regarding this, but I'm not sure about Hindu paper wrote about microsatellite, but still microsatellite is in microsatellite DNA is in news. So this is again because we discussed about that negative DNA and isolated DNA. That topics which are in news, but this is not in news. So again, I can tell you, this government scheme completely full information is given. Even people who read the government schemes, what is the aim of the government schemes, done. So in 2015, there was a question about who will publish World Bank. Who will publish World Bank? I mean, who will publish the ease of doing report? This is the question. World Bank. In 2018, they said, what are the parameters of this? What are the parameters of the ease of doing business? Similarly, previous days to ask the aim of the government scheme, but they're now going into the parameters of the scheme. See, toughness, not toughness, the information which they are expecting from the aspirant is rising in the prelims. Then for carbon fibers issue, which is again different thing. Anemia book, Mukta Bharat strategy is also again different thing. And here also it is a question which is untraditional question. And this is also a question which is not in news, but this is very interesting question. I think when we discussed NAVIC in our class, we discussed about the countries which are having their own GPS. USA had, which is GPS. European Union countries had Galileo. Okay, Japan has Jannat. Jannat or quasi Jannat is, and this is Japan only had it. The other countries which are having is Russia, it is having, China, it is having, and India is going to have because of NAVIC. Japan is the answer. So, but it is very difficult to question. Straight away, you cannot get the answer. You have to think about it. You have to think about it. You have to have a basic idea about it. Next, this question we have no again science and developments. This question is again questions which difficult because some students can read about pulsars and nebula, but difficult to get it from the all the topics. Again, a difficult question. People will say it is easy question, but I don't think it is easy for all the people. Only some people who are having
So this was comparatively easy.
no, easy for the students who are from science background, my dear friend. But students from completely arts background, they will feel difficulty from this question.
So I answered
Comparatively
this
easy for you.
question. None.
Okay. So that I can tell you, but none is wrong answer, I guess. Okay.
No, sir,
Pulsar
I've
is
checked.
correct.
It is correct.
No. Pulsars are neutron stars. I know. Pulsars are neutron stars. I know. I don't know about other things. Pulsars are neutron stars. I'm sure about this. Okay. And these two interchange, I guess. Check out once again. Pulsars. Check out. Google it directly. That Agni and missiles of everything also is in news, but deeply question was also deeply. What is very funny thing for is this question? Because why? This is correct. The second statement is also correct, but they changed the year. According to 2019 amendment, and it is correct. But 2006 is wrong. Okay. 2006, it is not based on the investment. It is based on the goods and services category. So students who are reading the articles, reading the laws, they should remember this year after understanding this calculation, after understanding this pattern. In fact, so this is again one of the easiest question, but still asked in a tricky manner. So if you are aware about MSMEs, but you should have an idea about very clear definition point of view. Then gold mining is a question. I mean, mercury issue was asked here, which is again a non-conventional thing. And digital currency is expected, but the question is again a complex question. So beta version is in, they asked this. Green hydrogen, again, two questions were expected. In fact, the coming years also green hydrogen will be one of the favorite area for the UPSC, just fix towards it. Then beta version is kind of stock issues, which is in news, in fact, but not in the major newspapers. It was in news because in some financial express and some tax websites wrote about this beta version. SSGs and World Bank data and central government. This is also a non-conventional constitutional question. Terrorism question was asked, and health sector is also one more question asked. President election is completely application oriented, and this question again, Somalia is in thing. Biodiversity committee is also not focused by majority of the current affair faculties with respect to environment one also. So what I can tell you from last questions is the pattern of the questions was completely changed. Completely changed. Even options also completely changed. Okay. So what you are going to suggest us in the next coming days preparation? Okay. So for that, as I told you previously, get command over the core subjects: history, economy, polity, geography, environment. You should get it. Some people can ask me, sir, what is a book you can read for environment? NCRTs. 12th NCRT biology, last 4 chapters. Okay. 12th NCRT biology, last 4 chapters, you can work out on it. Then, coming to newspapers, I strongly recommend you, if you are good at Hindi, English, read 2 newspapers. Try to give importance to Hindu, plus try to give attention towards the Indian Express. Try to get command over certain things in the newspaper also. Further, write everyday question. If you are, let us say, if you read about non-cooperation movement today, frame a question. How non-cooperation movement is different from the earliest national movement? Frame your own question. Nobody is going to judge you. Don't write a question like what is non-cooperation movement. No, not like that. See the previous year questions. And based on the same lines, you can write your own questions. Have a good company. Good company means students who are serious about preparation. The unfortunate thing in UPSC is people will waste their time in the Telegram discussions. Nothing will be there. Only I will call as Sollu Kavarlu. Sollu Kavarlu in Telugu means waste discussions. I don't know how to say in Bengali language. Sorry for the. You can support me in that. What is that exact word? People will discuss all their waste things.
Sir, baje kotha.
Huh?
Baje kotha.
Bhaje,
Yes, sir. Baje kotha.
bhaje kotha.
Yes, sir. So you were correct. I have also written one. Neutron, that star is correct answer. Yes, sir. Thank you. I was worried about the answer.
Jeete raho. Okay. So bhaje kotha discussions. It just skip them and try to focus about the important things. Every day, let us say for the students who are not doing any jobs. I will talk about job holders, but I'm talking about the students. Students who are giving dedicated preparation. There is no job, simply sitting in the room and studying. No, those kind of category students plan your day like this. 3 hours you should allocate for optional. Most of our friends doesn't fix it optional today also. I will give you some
So,
time.
so
Wait,
we are
wait 2 minutes. Okay. So optional you should read. Okay. 3 hours optional. Then 2 hours GS, 2 hours GS. How many hours? 3 plus 2 plus 2. 7 hours done. And 1 hour or 1.5 hour for current affairs. Okay. So now it is 8.5 hours. Half an hour you should solve some at least 2, 3, 4, 5 MCQs. Sleep. Next day, instead of MCQs, write one question. Then solve 5 MCQs. Weekend in a white paper wrote every day night before sleeping, take a white paper and write. That is 31st May. 31st May, how many topics you covered? 31st May, history, Indus Valley civilization, geography, 6th NCRT, polity, nothing. Don't write nothing. Okay, polity, let us say parliament. Current affairs, newspaper was covered. Or else some topics in newspaper, you write the topics. And optional, see what are the topics you read. Close your day. Next day, write again. If you are not reading on that day because of some XYZ factors, mention that 1st July, nothing was read. Write it. कुछ तो पढ़ा ही नहीं. Write it. Be proud about it. Write it. Then go for the next important thing. Next day, write again. Next day, write again. So like that, you have to work out. What will happen? You will get awareness about your performance. Simply opening books in the morning, 5 o'clock, doing some puja, okay, and start reading. I'm reading for civil service examination, sir. Oh, very good. What you read today? I read something. What is something? I read something in history. What is that? I read something. You don't have clarity about yourself. So be sure about it that maintain a clear progress measure. Your graph is increasing or it is decreasing or it is moving in straight line. Work out on it. First thing. That is for the students who are for the students complete preparation. That is completely who are in the preparation. 2, for the students who are in graduation. For the students who are in graduation, you will have semesters, you will have mid exams, you will have assignments, you will have girls, you will have boys, you will have friends, you will have parties, you will have all the hangama, whatever it is needed for your life. But spend at least 3 hours or 4 hours in the preparation. 3 to 4 hours. Whenever you are free, read some newspapers. I'm not forcing you. You should not miss college days. You should read. You should have fun in college days. But 3 to 4 hours should be there. So 3 hours, at least 3 hours, read 1 or 2 subjects. Let us say 1.5 hour history, 1.5 hour polity, 1.5 hour geography, 1.5 hour economy. Like that you can divide. Free time you can read newspaper. Newspaper means again some overaction students and we are doing newspaper in Instagram, sir. I was shocked. What is Instagram, sir? But they will share some important articles, sir. I will see it, sir. You, my dear Mamata, my dear uh, citizens of Mamata Banerjee, I can tell you that you should be able to understand what are the important articles in the newspaper. That ability you should have. And I'm going to tell you that from the next coming week, I will directly explain the newspaper only, not articles. I will do for 21 days. That is 21 days every day. I may not take. I'm not sure about it. I may not take because I will have some other assignments. But every week I will teach class. No, I will give you an entire newspaper. I will explain. In that, I will give you some prelims topics, mains topics. I will try to guide you. Like that, 21 days I will do you. Okay, how many days? 21 days. Then you will get an idea. Fair idea, I will get it. Just trust me. I will train you to read newspaper in a better manner. Then I will continue to teach because hardly within 2 months I will finish my contract also. Then also we can have the. Then we will discuss about other developments there. So what I can tell you is for undergraduate students, 3 hours, 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 subjects, each 1 hour, 3 subjects. In the break time, in the free time, read the newspaper. Just focus about the things. But all the undergraduate students, whoever starting the preparation this year, undergraduate or someone fresh beginners, first read the syllabus. How to read the syllabus? For a Hindu, Bhagavad Gita reading is mandatory. For Muslim, Quran is mandatory. For Bible, Christians is mandatory for Bible. Similarly, for civil service examination students, syllabus is important. Sir, no, sir, I will read your notes, sir. Don't read. Read syllabus. Get a proper command over the syllabus. Excellent command over the syllabus. Syllabus should guide you. Syllabus should drive you. Syllabus should motivate you. Syllabus should progress, able to check your progress. Syllabus should be the best and the super and most important guide for your preparation. No other person will guide you better than syllabus. So get the syllabus first of all. Syllabus, 3 hours or 4 hours, newspaper is a slow beginning for the undergraduate students. You have to cope up with the assignments, mid exams, semester exams, lab. If you are science background students, geography also will have a lab. Then fun with your friends, everything should go. But don't miss the college life for the sake of UPSC. Don't miss UPSC for the sake of college. Maintain the balance. Okay, that is the thing for UG students. Now, students who are preparing for the civil service examination while doing the jobs, most difficult task because you have to balance the professional life and you have to balance the UPSC life. So there I can tell you better whenever your office is, you are having free time. If your office is conducive to study in the office. Sometimes they won't conducive. If you are reading for UPSC, some of your colleagues will go and say to your boss, in the office time he is not doing work and he is eating some other things. That will spoil your work. So just think about the other things. If your office is conducive, read like this, read newspaper, something like that. After coming from the office, directly sleep. If you are habit of sleeping early, or else work out on the study. Again, I can tell you, read the core subjects in the priority manner. Core subjects should be given priority. Then other subjects. So if your office is 9 o'clock, try to wake up early. Let us say 4. So 4, try to manage the sleep hours. 4, 5 o'clock, just work out on the things. So your busy schedule should not be disturbed. And this is what I can tell you. Irrespective of your preparation strategy, you have to watch previous year questions. You have to see the toppers answers booklets for answer writing idea. So take any toppers answer writing booklet. Just download UPSC answer writing booklets. UPSC toppers answer writing booklets. Just download them and read them. See them, don't read them, see them how they are writing, how they are addressing the questions, how they are writing conclusion, how they are writing the introduction, how they are using the data, how they are using the quotations. See them. In fact, you can also see the essays of toppers. So just type UPSC toppers essay answers booklets. Download them and read them. What's wrong with that? See them. Check out how they are presenting. So this is what I can tell you. So this is for the students who are supposed to prepare from the tomorrow onwards. So now I am opening for the doubts. And Anvesha, I stopped you in the meanwhile. If your doubts are unclarified, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask that I have 3 years to prepare. So, sir, now I'm not focusing on any advanced book or for optional part. So, I'm just doing the NCRTs and basic books till December. I have planned to complete them. So, should I also manage the advanced book or I should focus on NCRT?
Now, NCRTs you should focus, my dear friend. Apart from that, write NCRT exams also and get a command over NCRT books in a better manner. Okay, Anvesha? And then after finishing them, please talk to me once. Then we'll have a discussion about how to read for the next important things. Okay?
So, NCRT test from where can we get any suggestions?
NCRT test, there are some MCQs books are available in the market itself. You can buy, or else you can just find out the NCRT tests are available in many IAS websites also. You can work out on it.
So NCRT tests that are prelims based or answer writing also?
Prelims one, and even mains also you can start writing. But before writing mains, you should have your own notes.
Yes, sir.
Your own notes for the topics. So after writing notes, try to show it to your seniors. In my next class, if possible, I will try to show how to write note. I mean, of course, next class, Pakka, I will show you how to write newspaper notes. Then you will get an idea how to write notes for the GS also. Yes.
Sir, can you repeat the syllabus for the 3-year students?
What syllabus, Priyanshu?
Sir, not sorry, syllabus, a timetable, sir.
Sorry,
Means,
I won't repeat. Go.
uh,
What?
sir, please, sir.
Huh? Request me in Bengali.
Sir.
What? Request me in Bengali, man. You are not a Bengali
Okay,
student.
sir.
Those start. Hey, Priyanshu.
Yes, sir. Yes, I didn't get it. What did you say, sir?
He said, जो आपने रिक्वेस्ट किया आपने ये
Yes,
रिक्वेस्ट
sir.
बंगाली लैंग्वेज में कर दो, ठीक है?
Sir, नहीं आता सर मेरे को बंगाली. I didn't know, sir.
You are from?
I'm from Chhattisgarh, sir.
I know, beta. That's the reason you and me face difficulty here. Anyway, I told that for undergraduate students, try to have balance with the student's life. I mean, in the college life, and every day 3 to 4 hours you can invest. 3 hours you can read two different subjects, 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour, or you can take three different subjects. If you got 4 hours time, you can plan in that manner. In your free time, try to read newspaper. Direct newspaper you should read. Don't read Instagram updates, because if you read newspaper in Instagram, someone will come and they'll say, "Ma ratam tam sangha ratam tam," like that. You will come in Instagram. No, the tum tum will make you tum tum. So don't read in Instagram. Better read newspaper only. That is better to you. And don't follow. I mean, what are important articles? Try to understand what are important articles on yourself. So get command over syllabus from the top to bottom. Get command over the syllabus comprehensively. For example, if I say floods are happening in Maharashtra, floods, the topic comes under General Studies Paper 3 of Civil Service Examination, Disaster Management. Your brain instantly should tell you. Let us say there is an article saying that cyber attacks are happening only for the against the girls. Again, you should remember that the topic comes under General Studies Paper 2, Paper 3, again Internal Security, and Paper 2, Women Issues. That is how your brain should work. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
focus focus on it. And in case of any difficulties, we'll discuss about later also. On
Sir,
Sundays,
I have one more doubt.
Sir,
just a second, Anvesha. On Sundays and weekends, don't give up the time. Just enjoy yourself, have good meal, and read at least 5 hours or 6 hours at stretch for students and for those who are working. And for students who are in long-term preparation, you can give up entire Sunday, relax yourself, plan your day, spend your day with your family members, then you can prepare again. But don't stress yourself. Sunday, I should read more hours. No, it is for the students. You can read more hours. Consistency is key, my dear friends. See, every topper will read the same book. Every candidate who are unable to clear the exam also same book, but they will maintain consistency. For example, as today I told you, some of you can start reading for 7 hours, tomorrow for 6 hours, later 5 hours, later 4 hours, later no study. No, every day should maintain the time. That consistency is the key today. Mostly people are failing in that. Okay. Yes, Anvesha, and then there is one more girl, I guess.
So, the seniors, they know what are the amendments and what are the acts, but I don't know from where they are knowing. So what books should we read?
See, Anvesha, try to understand. No one will knows everything. Okay. So if you read 11th NCERT Indian Constitution at Work, if you read, 10th NCERT, 9th NCERT, you will understand certain things in the amendments process and everything. Remaining amendments, everything will come from the Lakshmikant. And but before Lakshmikant, as I told you, finish the polity books. If you're having command over political science, means it will be advantage for you in understanding amendments. Don't hurry, okay? Don't hurry, don't worry.
Sir.
Just
Excuse
a
me,
second.
sir.
Just a second, my dear friend. I think it is Aarti, I guess. Just a second. So that I can tell you. So give focus towards the things which are mentioned in the NCERTs. Then we can go for the amendments and everything. Okay. While reading polity, while reading India since independence, both will connect like anything. That connection you should have. So take some time, understand the basic stuff, then we will get the idea. Okay. Remember, my dear Anvesha, even 1,000 starts with 0, 1 crore starts with 0. Don't think that others are superior, you are inferior, or others are advanced, you are backward. No. Your journey started just now. आगे बढ़ेगा कोई बात नहीं है ठीक है आराम से पढ़ाई कर लेना
Okay, sir.
आरती मैम you can go ahead.
हाँ सर, एक्चुअली 30th सितंबर को सर बीपीएससी की टेंटेटिव डेट आई है बिहार पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन की. तो सर स्टेट पीएससी के रिगार्डिंग कुछ सजेशन है तो सर.
Aarti, I can tell you that if I had the syllabus of states, I mean, if you just send me any syllabus copy like that, or else if you send me syllabus copy, if not syllabus copy, again syllabus copy, because only syllabus copy I can tell you. So
Okay, sir.
try to send the syllabus copy and then definitely I will help you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Oh, it's my
much.
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Hello, sir. Sir, can you suggest me any good book in ethics?
Aparna, am I correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So ethics and integrity, a paper which is very scoring, but a paper which is also affecting the students a lot. When we wrote, ethics was introduced the first time. In the sense, in my last attempts, it is the first time attempted. So there is 3 books which are in the market. One is, Subba Rao sir book. One is Lexicon book. One is, D.K. Balaji. D.K. Balaji is the IAS officer who wrote his own notes as a book, D.K. Balaji book. So D.K. Balaji book is somewhat better. Even I read the book. But just a second. Recently, I am reading one more book. And Atul Garg. I think whether you will get it or not in Google.
Okay, sir.
His book is very interesting. In fact, very, very interesting. All the toppers trying to, get his books and his notes also. No, some one of the topper in my circle. He used to, you know, he used to listen his voice also. While someone of his classes voice also he used to listen. So Atul 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 GARG. So you can get that book. My favorite book. Very special. He wrote very comprehensively, very neatly, and case studies also he explained very nicely. Work out on it.
So what is the book
Okay,
name?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Author name ATULGARG.
So
That's a
available in
book name.
Amazon.
Book name itself, ethics book itself. There is a Telegram channel
Okay.
also. For Telegram channel also is maintaining. He will send a recent you know ethics issues in that. So how things are there, how it is things are. He will just fix it. He just work out on it. Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
sir. Thank you.
sir, I have a book called Decode Ethics. Can I go with that?
Yeah, decode ethics also is good, my dear Preeti. But the thing is, just check out the definition. But see, ethics, two dimensions are there. Only two dimensions. First dimension is concepts. What is compassion? What is justice? What is happiness? What is accountability? What is transparency? What do you mean by integrity? These questions will come. Second topic is case studies. Students who are writing the first section, no, they should give good number of examples. Let me give you one question. What is compassion? Explain with examples. You will write one definition. Compassion means showing love towards the needy people and or else the people who are in trouble. Example. Example one, you will say, I am the Mother Teresa great grandson. I am the compassion king in my state of India. If you write like that, they will slap you. With marks, they will slap you. Should write constitutional example. Article 17 is also having compassion. Article 40 7, animal husbandry, compassion. Fundamental duties, respecting the living, protecting the living creatures, compassion. They are the constitutional compassion aspects. Then examples from the personalities. We have Jyotiba Phule, B.R. Ambedkar, Mother Teresa, personal compassion examples. Then you can give your own examples also. Then happiness. What is happiness? According to Bhagavad Gita, happiness is it is within you. Buddha also said that happiness you won't find everywhere. Happiness is within you. So this kind of ability you should have. So you should give the ability. For example, what is compassion? Previously we have one CJ. He used to give blood donation frequently. So that is one thing. What is accountability? Lal Bahadur Shastri resigned from his railway ministry when the rail accident was happened in some parts of India. A railway minister was resigned for a rail accident. Accountability, understood? So that live examples you should give. Preeti, you can read the same definition, you can write the same definition, but examples make some different. Certain examples will create some kind of attraction. Understood? So that I can tell you. And that aspect you should keep in mind. Decode Ethics is good book. DK Balaji is good book. Atul Garg is good book. But examples I want to confirm. In newspaper also get some examples.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have one more question.
Please.
Sir, I have given exam this time, but I haven't prepared any notes on NCRT. So this time I will start the preparation again. So how can I make notes of standard books? Should I make notes of the standard book and NCRT separately?
I think this is one of the best question I listened from last 2 days. Preeti, understand. NCRT notes, some mentors, some faculty members, some IAS officers, some people who cracked the exam also saying NCRT notes is important. But how and in what aspect that is important and how to prepare is they are not telling. But I will tell you, listen. Certain concepts you will see in NCRT. For example, 10th NCRT polity first chapter is power sharing. Second chapter, it talks about federalism. In the second chapter, they will think about cooperative federalism. They'll think about, the topic called as uh, coming together federalism and holding together federalism. They will discuss that aspects. You should remember. If you remember without writing notes, it is okay. But that definition part, that main aspects, you should write in a separate piece of paper. Now, this topic of federalism, which you read in 10th NCRT, which will again come in the 11th NCRT, which will come in the first chapter of, first to Article 1 to Article 5 of Indian Constitution. That is again federalism. Then 7th schedule talks about federalism. Then Article 239 talks about Union Territories federalism aspects. In fact, some union territories are federal, some are unitary model only. So you see, in 10th class, we read about federalism. It is in constitution book. It is in the current affair also. So that is, I can tell you, in making notes, you should have notes about certain topics which are important and which are mentioned in the civil service examination. For example, in 9th class, there is a topic in history about cricket. Not important. You should leave it. And there is a chapter about something, uh, kings. Not very much important. Not everything is important from the NCRTs. It doesn't mean not everything is not important. Certain aspects, certain chapters, you should give some importance. So, the single suggestion to you is whatever the topics mentioned in the NCRTs, if they had concurrence with the UPSC syllabus, go ahead, write the notes. जो टॉपिक्स के एनसीईआरटीज में है, ये टॉपिक्स आपको यूपीएससी सिलेबस में तो मिलेगा, तो आप नोट्स लिखना है. Important thing. Then, in what way you should write notes? If you are writing definition part, try to add the definition part exactly. But that is not the final notes for you, because I request each and every civil service aspirant student should make notes of each and every topic in the mains in a separate thing. For example, in general studies paper 1, there is a topic called as communalism. The word communalism you can see in the 12th NCRT polity textbook, last chapters, sociology textbooks, last chapters. The word communalism again in the civil service examination syllabus also. So you should have 1 point notes about communalism. You see, Bipin Chandra, again you will have communalism chapter about communalism. So the word of civil service examination communalism should have a notes. Based on the notes, you have to get the opinion about the communalism. If there is a question in general studies paper 1, what are the factors driving the rise of communalism in India? How to tackle it? You should have the answer. In ethics, you are appointed as IAS officer in a communal conflicts prone area. How you will tackle, write short-term solution, long-term solution, you should write it. One communalism in general studies paper 1, my dear friend, it can be useful to the ethics also. So this is the thing. I told you communalism is mentioned in 12th NCRT polity, 12th NCRT sociology. Now I told you in general studies paper 1 of civil service examination mains. How deeply connected they are. You got better clarification now, I guess.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
No issue. So just have an idea that there are two ways. One is NCRT basic concepts notes. Second one is UPSC mains notes. UPSC mains notes, don't buy from market. Write it on your own self. If you write, every topper is writing their own notes, because it is our career, it is our life, it is our future. We should write in our own notes.
Okay.
Next. Shall I? Yes. Someone is speaking, I guess.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have 5 years for my first attempt. So from where should I initiate my preparations?
Can anyone tell me who is speaking?
Sir Princey.
Namaskar, Princey.
Namaste, sir.
You are from?
Sir Chhattisgarh, Raipur.
Very good. So, Princey from Chhattisgarh. Same thing I can tell you. Simple. So prepare well from NCRTs, have a good notes, conceptual clarity, then you can go ahead with the preparation. Okay. I told you no time management, what to read, what not to read. Okay.
Sir, should I focus on current affairs right now?
Mm, yes. No.
Um,
Yes and no. Yes stands for the issues which are in news, which had some importance in GS, you should focus. For example, floods, droughts, earthquakes, personalities, it should focus. Who is appointed as a chief commissioner, who is appointed as a CM, who is appointed as CAG, who appointed as something else. No need to focus. So yes and no is the answer for you. The things which are in news, which are important for the general studies, we can focus. The things which are not in news, the things which are changing time to time, we should not focus. Clear, ma?
yes, sir. Sir, and how to start reading newspapers?
I will tell
The
you in the next.
timing and
I will tell you in the
timing.
next class. I will tell you in the next class. I will teach you directly with the newspaper. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure, Princey.
So, got a question from my side. Deepak here.
Hey. Sorry, brother. Please.
No, it's okay, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
I'm very much new to this UPSC syllabus and
I
every
know.
curriculum.
I know.
Okay, and I have understand that from you and other faculty, everything is linked up. Every subject, whatever it is, economics or geography or history, everything is linked up. And I have to prepare my notes accordingly, linking every other subject or every other aspect of the particular topic.
Hmm. See, you
Before
write.
that, yes, sir.
Yeah, carry on.
Before that, like if I don't have the understanding of the exact what I'm studying and where it has been linked, like I'm studying history a topic and where it has been linked in other subject, if I don't have the basic understanding, how can I prepare the note accordingly?
Right. Students like you will have some kind of basic understanding of certain things. For example, from your background, you have basic understanding about economy. You will understand certain laws. You will understand certain issues in the constitution. You will understand certain topics in the current affairs with respect to business and economic issues. But you will feel difficulty with
Yes,
the historical aspect. You will feel difficulty with the geographical topics. You will feel difficulty with the science and technology topics. Not difficulty, in fact, some kind of inconvenience. So you ask me two questions, my dear Deepak. One is connecting part, one is note making part. So connecting part, I will tell you. So let us say you read up an article today talking about demonetization of 2000 notes. Okay, and demonetization of 2000 notes, you read it and you write it in here. In essay, you got a question that uh, change is the essence of life. In essay, you got a question, change is essence of life. You can easily write it. Change is essence of life. You will write all the things. So you will write an example also. Like 2000 rupees note is now removed. So change is essence of life because 2000 rupees note is continues to create temporary help to the economy. It done it and it was removed. So you have to connect these things. For example, there is a problem in India that urban local bodies doesn't go for elections after every 5 years. It will take a lot of time to conduct elections in the local bodies. What is the problem? As the local government is not able to form at a time, as the local government is not able to form at a time, it is unable to solve the certain important problems like drainage maintenance, like flood water maintenance. That's the reason Bangalore, say it can be Chennai, say it can be Hyderabad, say it can be Delhi, are affected by floods repeatedly. Okay, so how you can connect this? A topic which is in polity, which is elections are not conducted periodically in urban bodies, you connected to the floods. Disaster management and polity was connected. Understood? So this is what I can tell you. In climate change, yesterday there was a report given by World Meteorological Organization stating that temperatures are rising from 1.5 to 1.8 degrees soon. It is going to affect the agriculture. Climate change, agriculture connected. So you should maintain that connections. You will get that awareness about it when you deeply immerse into the subject.
Exactly,
If you,
sir. I don't have
if
that
you,
much. No, sir, sir, carry on.
yeah. So for example, if you are new to the place of, let us say, Andhra Pradesh, you will definitely feel difficulty. If I am coming to West Bengal, I will feel difficulty. But if I stay 10 years in West Bengal, I will definitely say hi to you people in Bengali itself. If you stay in Andhra Pradesh, you will say in Telugu itself. So relevance, getting awareness about the things is important. Everyone whoever preparing for the civil service examination, don't get the stress for the topics. Because in the first instance, no one will get a clarity. Trust my words. Unless and until if you are grown up in the same, if you're grown up in the academic educational background which is similar to UPSC, you will get a clarity. Others will don't get a clarity, will get confused, irritation, desperation, depression, sadness, anxiety, sleeplessness. Why I am preparing for this examination? Sometimes within the book, someone will come and will slap you. Hey, like that, he will slap you. You will see what is this nonsense for me. But still, have faith on you. Trust your confidence. If you are not understanding it, try to understand. If not, skip it and go ahead. Try to talk to your friends, mentors, and they will guide you. But don't stress because stress some at some level it will help you, but beyond that it will damage you. Okay, I'm just deviating from the topic. I'm sorry for it. So this is what I can tell you. Coming to the other aspect, shall I make notes for everything? See, shall I make notes for that separate things? How I can connect? You have to prepare the notes separately only. But the connecting ability you should get it from the revision, repeated revisions. Deepak, I will tell you one small task for you. Read Contemporary World Politics, 12th NCRT book, first chapter. Contemporary World Politics, first chapter. And read 12th NCRT Polity. There is a book called as India Since Independence. There is a book called as India Since Independence. There, please read again, fourth chapter. Read fourth chapter, okay? I'm not about the fourth chapter name, but please read the chapter name is External World. Okay, External World, I guess the chapter name. You will find both have connections. Both have connections.
You can easily say that both have connection because you know the curriculum very much easily. You are into it. That's why you can link anything in anywhere. The same thing I can do in my curriculum. Like I can link law with accountancy and I can link taxation with accountancy. I can do that thing. It took me 3 to 4 years to do that.
It will take you 6 months to do it here.
That's the thing, sir. I don't have that much of time. Yes, sir. I'm listening.
6 months it will take. Less than 6 months I can guarantee you. But you should follow the strategy here. The strategy is finishing the NCRTs as soon as possible, going to the standard books, and getting assistance in all the aspects. Don't do PhD for all the topics. Just have the awareness about the things. You will get the things. I'm sure about it.
Thank you, sir.
That's my pleasure.
Hope so.
No, you can talk to me. Okay. We have the channel, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no issue. Anything else, my brothers and sisters? Bhai और बहनों 75 साल से हो गया please.
Helpful,
Sir,
like if you can give us a like relevant topics for the NCRTs and all, like which all chapters and all we need to go through
Ah,
in a bit deep, so that like, it will be helpful, sir.
uh, you are asking me to explain NCRTs?
No. I am just telling like which all chapters are important.
Hi,
If you can just
which books, which subject you want that?
So for the major subjects.
Okay, let me plan one more session like that. Okay, I will definitely inform that. But next session, I'm going
Okay,
to,
sir.
after 21 days only, I will talk to you. After 21 days, I will mostly try in the newspaper itself. But I will discuss, I'll definitely discuss about it. Shekhar.
Okay, sir. Sure. Thank you,
If
sir.
not personally, I will talk to you. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank
Done,
Sir,
right? हाँ बोलो. I think
sir,
this is. I think
can
this
I
is.
make notes for optional?
No, you no need of making notes. I think Roshmi, right?
Yes, sir.
You should make it. What is the question? You should make it. What is your
Okay, sir.
optional?
Public administration.
Ah, wow. Good optional. Tough optional.
Yes.
Scoring is very easy, but scoring now is very difficult.
Yeah.
Mm, I will talk to you later regarding this, Roshmi. Just remind me again, okay?
Okay, sir.
For optional making notes for certain options, I can tell you that, okay? I'll
Okay,
try
sir.
to. I will try to. I will try
Thank
to.
you, sir.
No
सर
issue. आरती
सर
जी
हाँ
बोलो
सर
मैम. यस मैम.
सर साइकोलॉजी के रिगार्डिंग आपका क्या व्यू है
Oh my
साइकोलॉजी
God.
एज ऑप्शनल
See, after reading the UPSC analysis of different optionals, psychology, public administration, political science, geography, anthropology, sociology, philosophy, and even to some extent history. These are the highly elected optionals by the aspirants. But if you say success rate, there is no evenness in all the options. It will some years. I mean, for some there are some years when students got 280, 290 in political science. But today 230, 240, 250 is the highest from last 2 years. History, there was a time students got 280, 260, but today it is 230, 240 is going well. Anthropology, always high scoring optional. There is no doubt about it. But 2 years back, they got 240, 250, 260 only. So we don't have that ability to predict which option is correct. But regarding optional, my dear friends, whichever optional, if the optional is giving you an interest to read for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, if an optional is making you to enjoy the writing process, enjoy the reading process, enjoy the understanding process, fix the optional. Forget about the score. Forget about the score because there are some students who are getting ranks through mathematics, ranks through physics, ranks through chemistry, ranks through geosciences because they had the interest of reading it with heart and soul. आरती जी बोला फिलोसफी के बारे में कुछ बोलिए बट आई विल टेल यू फिलोसफी इज very good optional, but you should have command over the syllabus. For
तो
example,
सर साइकोलॉजी
sorry,
सर मेरा
psychology.
साइकोलॉजी
I'm sorry. The psychology itself. So, theories in psychology, then the important Indian psychology aspects. Then you should also focus about the important scholars in psychology. So, all these concepts in psychology, all these things you should learn like a scholar. Optional is not GS. GS you can write. Sometimes you don't know, you will write something. But optional is scholarly articles. So in optional, you will read master's syllabus. Master's syllabus.
सर
Entire
मैंने सर मेरा एमएससी इन क्लिनिकल साइकोलॉजी है और डिप्लोमा इन काउंसलिंग एंड गाइडेंस है
very good.
एनसीईआरटी
Which university?
सर गुरुकुल कांगड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी हरिद्वार
Very good, very good. So you go through the syllabus and definitely you will have advantage. And we'll try to find a mentor for you in the coming days. And also I will help you in that aspect also.
थैंक यू सर
No
सर
issue,
मेरा
no-
डिप्लोमा भी किया हुआ है काउंसलिंग एंड गाइडेंस में एनसीईआरटी का है रीजनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एजुकेशन भुवनेश्वर तो वहां से मेरा 1 ईयर का डिप्लोमा है सर
Very good. It's an online, right? I mean,
नहीं
distance,
नहीं
right?
सर ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन दोनों मोड है सर
Acha, okay. Very good. Very good, very good. Very good, Aarti. In fact, very good. It help you a lot in interview, in fact.
Yes, sir. ऐसे में भी मुझे थोड़ा सा मिलेगा क्योंकि मैंने स्मारक एंड स्वयं की बुक पढ़ी हुई है, तो हम लोग का यूपी पीसीएस में ऐसे का आता है और बीपीएससी में भी आता है, तो मुझे लगता है ऐसे में मुझे थोड़ा हेल्प हो सकता है।
Absolutely, absolutely. I think UPSC they removed the optional, I guess.
यस सर, इस साल से ही। हाँ
This
तो
year.
अभी
You are
सर वो
lucky.
नहीं सर, उसमें इनफैक्ट प्रॉब्लम ही क्रिएट होगी क्योंकि ऑप्शनल में मुझे लगता है कि ज्यादा अच्छे मार्क्स मिल सकते हैं एज कम्पेयर टू जो वहाँ
Yes,
का
yes.
रीजनल पेपर है, तो ये अच्छा नहीं हुआ है।
For those some people, right?
नहीं सर, वो लोगों को अभी नहीं पता चल रहा सर, बाद में पता चलेगा, अभी नहीं पता चलेगा। जब
अच्छा,
वो
okay.
एग्जाम देंगे और नहीं सिलेक्शन होगा फिर वो रोएंगे।
Okay. Nice. Fine. Shall I think we are running across time. We crossed almost 1.5 hour. Shall I?
Yes, sir.
Still any questions?
Yes, sir.
No,
Thank
sir.
you.
No
So
questions, sir.
with your heart and soul, give me feedback. That is the only thing I'm happy for it. Haha. What is the thumbs ups? Joey? What is that?
So your guidance.
That
It
is
was a lot of helpful, sir. ये ट्रैक चेंज हो गया यूपीएससी का, मैं तो डिप्रेशन में चला गया एग्जाम हॉल में ही।
तो क्या करेगा? And that for that I will sing a song now. Okay, one Telugu song. You'll get away all the depression. You will never understand. No, that is the okay.
सर डीप ब्रीथिंग।
Deep breathing.
यस सर।
Psychologists saying deep breathing. Okay, and I'm telling to you, apart from deep breathing, you should calm your mind by closing your eyes. Okay.
नो सर, प्रोग्रेसिव रिलैक्सेशन थेरेपी होती है जैकॉब्सन्स की,
Yes,
तो
yes,
वो
yes, yes,
बहुत
yes.
सर वो यूजफुल है और मैंने उसे खुद भी करके देखा है।
Yes, yes. And you can, 16 seconds, you can give affirmations to your brain. You can do it. Be cool. You can do it. Like that also it will help you, right?
यस सर।
Yes,
सर मैंने
yes.
एक आर्टिकल भी लिखा हुआ था एंजाइटी और वुमेन्स के ऊपर, मेरा एनसीआर ये यूजीसी का जो प्रोसीडिंग है उसमें मेरा आर्टिकल पब्लिश हुआ है, तो सर उससे भी
So
हेल्प हो सकती है। मैंने इसके रिगार्डिंग ही लिखा है कि कैसे एंजाइटी को हैंडल करना है वुमेन्स
please share
रिगार्डिंग।
to us. We will read it. Okay.
सर
Fine. Thank you so much for patience listening, and see you in the next week classes. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.